Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, that's not good. Right, let's fix that, shall we? We are somewhat out of formation, so let's just drag him up to there. There we go. I like this. This is very Wizardry 8. So, I see spiders. Let's go deal with spiders. I played for a very long time last time, and I really should do something about that to make sure I don't do that this time. Kind of really overdid it. Okay, charging down there and fighting spider, not a good idea. Lana's next, then a spider. Oh, they're surprised. Oh, in that case, yeah, let's do it. Okay, Lan, show us what you got.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, Anevia has run up in front. Althea. You know, I'm thinking this is blessed time. Blessed be the heroes, for they will batter the ever-living smeg out of the monsters. Wenduag. Oh, are you disabled for some reason? Shoot.
Beg me to stop.
Yes, you are. Get him in. Okay, well, don't get him in there. But let's just. Okay, lady, there's something very wrong with your movement. I've given you a move action and you're not moving. Well, this is a problem. Oh well. I'm clicking right. Okay, let's do that. Ah, for some reason I'd gone back to the 5-foot step again.
The spirits demand your blood.
Spider gets stabbed. Lan, see what you can do about that spider.
You won't survive me.
Okay, she's suffering bad poison, that's a problem. So we need a guidance spell. Right. Guidance for those poison saves. Nice shooting. And now please, please don't be poisoned any longer. Oh, she's still poisoned. That's a problem. Well, we'll have to rest it off. We don't have much by way of restoration at this point. Ooh, mobility. To get over here. I kind of want to, but I'm going to loot this. Yeah, let's see what's up there.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You're so humble, Lan. You know, because you are. Except you're not, obviously. Loving those legs on the back of Wenduag. I know my friend Langarm really likes her as a character, so maybe I should try and be friendly to her. But, and bear with me on this, she's a worshipper of Lamashtu, the mother of monsters. The mother and patroness of many misshapen and malformed creatures that crawl, slither or flap on, above or below the surface of Golarion. Her own holy symbol is a three-eyed jackal head, which may be represented in many ways, and her sacred animal is the jackal. Also, domains include chaos and evil. I think that's about as far as we need to go there. I don't think we're going to get along.
For me.
Are you still poisoned? Hopefully not. That strength damage will have to work around it. Look, you know what, lady? Maybe a bit of healing is in order, right? What are these little rock men? Earth elementals! Uh-oh. Althea, can you step and strike?
Attack!
Wenduag. Look, it's made of rock. It's a hard target, okay? Just be glad you got to hit it.
The inheritor.
Speaking of hits, not so fortunate there, see that. So, with high AC foes like this, we're looking for any sort of direct damage. You know,
Endure this.
Magic missile being the most typical. Right, so what have we here? Dismiss spell. We don't have any active spells apart from staggered. Right. We've got a large person. Let's hold off on that. Spiritual weapon. Is this once per day? 1 minute? Every 4 days from first. So it's a set duration. Do we want to go attack that? I don't think she'll be very good, but we could try.
You are today's sacrifice!
We shall overcome.
We keep trying. Slowly whittle him down. Wenduag, you're a heavily archer-based fighter, so yeah, shoot away. Sealer. That's right. Oh, no treasure. No, no treasure. Anything back? Yeah, there we go.
Something.
So it was worth coming up here. Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Oh, goodness. Let's be blatant. You're a life oracle. You can literally use this to restore yourself after life linking. We also have a character with ability damage, so got to be careful. Yeah, so I played way too long last time in a single episode, didn't I? So, yeah. Gonna try keep this one a bit shorter. Not quite this short, though. Let's keep exploring down here, see what more giant insects we can find. Like this one. Yeah, hello. So I'm noticing everything seems bigger, right? And like if we go here, you know, weapon icons, absolutely massive. Character sheet, where are we? This all much larger. This feels rather different to Kingmaker. I'm not sure that's an entirely good or bad thing yet. Althea, don't step, advance. And be cautious about it. Yep, you stay staggered, that's fine. You are back there, okay. Camellia, not Camellia. Camellia, stay over here, flanking slightly. Sealer, is that within partial charge? That's within... Yeah, but it's not a straight line. Just come out here then. Be a target. Be brave. Be true. Lan, guess what you're going to do?
Make every strike count.
It involves a bow and some arrows. Wenduag?
They'll beg me
Kind
to
of similar,
stop.
to be honest. Just go over here. Help keep Camellia safe. Stay here. So, she's a bit of a weird one. We want to keep her near the front for now. Okay, can you just go finish that off?
Into the fray.
That's a yes. And there's another one. Okay then, lovely. And she's got armor, so she's totally fine.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Lots of shooting. Look, this is low-level combat. We can expect a lot of misses, okay? Yeah,
Do
get in
not
there.
hold back.
Okay. Don't overextend yourself because there may be more foes over here.
The light. Thank you.
Well, well, well. Yep, that's attacking. Very good light crossbow. Okay. So, this crossbow, nothing special. The one we got it earlier on in the market square might be better. This one, slightly better. There we go. So, it probably would behove us well to give her a ranged weapon, but we don't really have something good for that yet. Okay. We good here? We're pretty good.
Without a doubt.
And yes, I know.
What's that
Oh,
name?
hello, spiders.
They will break against our resolve.
Oh, that's a really big spider. Okay. Lady, you're kind of standing inside the spider. Twat it one with the mace.
Strike as one.
Okay, that failed. Dear Lar, this is called a short step. Please abuse it.
You won't survive me.
Flurry of bows! As he shoots away. Okay, foe down. So I was going to check if Seela failed a poison shot. Well, if she had to roll one at all then. But she seems to be okay.
The inheritor, guide my
Oh,
blade.
lady, that was a bad roll. Camellia, just
Go for their heart!
get that blade in there. Do a little bit of damage. Hope it doesn't go for you. It didn't. It went for the warrior.
Attack!
Well struck, Althea. You're not even a war oracle.
Endure
I mean-
this.
This fight's going to be over pretty quickly at this level. At this point, right? Because the enemy's not very durable. Oh really? That's a very well made two-handed sword. I suppose the game wants us to give it to Seela. We won't, because she wants to live. Anevia suddenly hobbling away there at great speed. Wendoag glances at Lan, who is fixing his slipped bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood.
Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you are from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. And that's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Sul.
You know, Lan is certain that the light should be shown to the mongrels.
Lan.
Wendoag grimaces and a guttural husky snarl unfurls in her throat.
He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads.
Don't you want to save the children lost in the maze?
I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sul is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them or whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life.
Wendoag slows.
You and your friends can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out to the surface.
I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors.
The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, but we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves and another to fight in the shield maze.
Wendoag leans closer, her pupils dilating.
I've been there. I spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we fought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you, and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your own heart.
Wendoag looks away.
I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters bursts into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems.
I'll think about it. Let's go catch up with the others. Wendoag nods.
Don't show the chief the light. I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it.
You know, she doesn't seem to be possessed of much by way of team spirit. Leaving a location. Yep. Let's click the big doorway thing on the ground. Would we like to pick up this dagger? Yes, we would. It's from the body of a man we could not save. I didn't pick it up, did I? Oh well. Forgot to click it across. That's fine. It's only one dagger. Well made and probably adorned. Oh well. So here we are at a new location. Point behind us? Hello? No point behind us? Okay then.
Our time has come.
Let's push on forwards. Camellia, you don't seem to be moving. You appear to be very fatigued. Everyone appears to be very fatigued. Look, can we just move
I'll
you?
watch your back.
You are very stuck, lady. How bad is your strength? Encumbrance, Camellia. Yeah, look, we don't have... Yeah, she's seriously drained. Healing, we don't have a way to restore her strength. Oh, that's a problem.
I stand ready.
Please just wait there, we will come back for you, we promise.
If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
We have nothing to feed you. Go to one of the other tribes.
I need to... Options... I need to make sure it doesn't do that horrible full heal on rest thing that's really bad. Not auto pause, turn-based mode, yeah. Auto and turns on. I mean, I think it'll be alright. Difficulty. Remove negative effects on rest. Yeah, so she should just get 1 point back when we get to rest. Maybe she'll get teleported up here with a cutscene. Unlikely, but you never know. So, cutscene, no cutscene. Hello. Oh, you're coming up behind us. No, you're running in. So she does get forced in with a cutscene. Perfect. Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odours to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. Now, I don't know how many of you are watching are literally minded, but white, eyeless fish. White eyeless fish are what Gollum hunts in his little boat in the lake beneath the misty mountains. In The Hobbit. He also sneaks up on goblins and breaks their necks with his hands when he's invisible, wearing the Ring of Power. But I thought the white eyeless fish a very nice literary reference, but not a lot of people might have picked up on. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinct rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. As an asthmatic, I'm occasionally familiar with that sound. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture.
Uplanders, eh? End times are upon us indeed.
Chief Saul, we've found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lan points to you. She had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside her. Gather the tribe. Anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. For we may not be the young ones very long. Saul raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails.
Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. You are too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble.
I don't know, he's got good wisdom. He doesn't seem that hasty. Maybe he just has good instincts and doesn't hesitate too much before he acts. So it's not the kind of rashness you'd expect with low wisdom, but rather the certainty, or like he's a good judge of character or something.
An uplander with the lighter heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light.
Dialogue options restricted by mythic paths. Throughout the game, you will occasionally encounter coloured options marked as associated with a specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches which embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of mythic powers. In the earlier stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives inaccessible to other mythic paths will become available to you. Lovely. So yes, they're all currently available. Is there something else? Let us reveal the light of the heaven, for Lan speaks the truth. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command, bright, pure, dancing with multicoloured sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass, and we've literally seen that sentence before. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare transfixed. The light is bright but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep, and we have performed a lawful action. Saul is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away.
So, it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No. He came. Back from the dead he came to save our children.
Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all the time that you would support him. Did he suspect his friend would have had a word with us? Wendoag hisses at you like an angry cat.
See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women. Their blood will be on your hands.
We have the blessings of the angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen.
Idiot! You see a bright light and now you think even the maze is no match for you?
You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones.
You have the right of it, Lan. But we're Nephers. We're going to wait. I sent a message to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes. But they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home.
Rest a while and listen. Alright, Chief. Understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wenduag only grits her teeth in silence. Yes, let's rest and level up. Suddenly we have leveled. Let's blatantly do that now. Althea's going to stick with Oracle. I'm going to avoid multi-classing this early in the game for now. Alright. Skill points. Well, let's put one in nature. One in knowledge religion, persuasion, perception, and they're all spent. We gain a new spell, remove sickness. How wonderful! How perfectly nice for a life oracle. That's delightful. Nothing else? Apparently this level, nothing else. Sela. Stick with Paladin, because as I said, I'm avoiding multi-classing to at least about level 4 or 5. Right. She used to be a thief, so I'm putting one in there, because it's thematic. One in athletics, persuasion, no perception yet. Fine. Lay on hands for everyone, including herself in divine grace. At last, there we are. Her faith is paying off. Camellia. This is a class I'm less familiar with, so let's see. Let's give her trickery, stealth. She's only getting 2 skill points. How bad's her intelligence? I suppose we'll find out in a bit. Let's give her a bit of knowledge arcana, as she is a caster after all. Right. Hex. I see healing hex. I understand hexes. So a hex is like a spell, but she can cast it an unlimited amount of times as long as she casts it on a different person every time. She can only cast the hex on every creature once per day, but she can cast it on every creature once per day. Should probably look into getting her the misfortune hex. Intelligence 10. That's a 2 skill class? Okay. Lan. Zen Archer. He shoots, he scores. It's what he does. Bit of perception, sure. A little bit of persuasion because he's just cheery and friendly. And then, again, a bit of worldly knowledge. No. He knows very little of the upland. He does, however, know about natural stuff, like plants, spiders, things like that. Let's see. Zen Archer bonus feast. Precise shot, no penalty for shooting into combat. Deflect arrows, must have at least 1 free hand. Two-handed weapon for the bow, so you might not really get to use that. He might get to use a bow. Dodge, rapid shot. I think he's already got flurry of bows, so let's go. Yeah, let's go precise shot for now. Point blank shot. Has he got it already? Yeah, I think he has. Combat reflexes. Interesting. Okay. Or he just got those as a bonus. So whether bow, longbow, or short bow, he's definitely a longbow kind of archer. He's got one already. And there we go. He's going to continue shooting stuff. And Wenduag, she likes to shoot things too. Just going to take a screenshot of that for my friend Langarm, because as I said, he likes Wenduag. Right. Look, she does have a bit of religious devotion, interestingly enough, for a fighter. She's also like a really sneaky, scouty type character, and she values her sneakiness and survivability. Right. So what have we got so far? Precise shot, point blank shot, weapon focus, or something else. Dodge. Get a dodge. Bit of survivability. She appreciates that. And that's everyone. I'm not going to rob the villagers. What I am going to do, though, is look for a place to rest. What's this? Hut for resting. Hut Horgus Gwyrm. You have a name, and we've seen it before. A little slow on the loading of these forced conversations. But we'll get there eventually. Ah! A human face at last. And here I thought that I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of these troglodytes for the rest of my life. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that Gwyrm. You've no doubt heard of me if you spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for you. I don't recognize him by name, obviously, because I've only just started playing like a couple of hours ago. And I'm gonna not insult him, though. How did you end up here? For a moment, Horgus's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. Oh, is there some kind of link there? Like everyone else. Down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from this settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes. But they turned out to be decent chaps. Frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. Physiognomy, yes, it's a silent G, is the study of the shape of people's skulls. I'm not going to insult him or antagonize him. He's making me a business proposition and he's a wealthy man. What kind of business proposition do you propose? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. Are you a medium or some kind of oracle? It's not my field of expertise, but I can see that although you don't wear any divine symbols, you do have divine power. No worry. I'm not one of the Inquisitors from Hulrun's gang. I don't care about such things. What matters to me is the reliability of my potential companion. You are strong. It'll be no trouble to you, but I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It's good to have friends among the Canabres elite. An easy roll, but I praise Yomade. I'm a crusader, not some mercenary. Keep your money. I don't need payment to see you safely to the surface. And I, thank Abadar, am not some beggar seeking charity. If I told you I'll pay 1,000, that means I'll pay 1,000. In that case, we have a deal. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village. Of course you will. We have to go. Go on. Go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Oh, I certainly will. I don't think I'll be given the opportunity not to. Can we... There should be a place to rest, and we can get her back a point of strength. And then maybe Camellia can begin to... Hey, in the meantime, where did Gwyrm go? Can we sell him some stuff? We've got stuff, and it's weighing down one of our knackered companions. Is he on the map? He is not on the map. We're not resting at these campfires. There's actually a hut somewhere for us to rest at. Now, Horgus Gwyrm, where have you got to? Anevia is here. Ah, wonderful. This tragedy may not have happened if you'd spent less time surveilling honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. Horgus and Anevia sit some distance apart, sniping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. Anevia, how's your leg doing? The girl scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They bandaged me up all nice and smeared some kind of stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Deskari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off on writing our obituaries just yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from Nerosian. I think our people will hold on long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Deskari's home turf. He's going to have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. What are you going to do when you get back to the surface? I'm going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing or if I am now homeless. I'm going to find Irabeth. She's my wife and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabras to fall. Well, we have to go. Go on then, and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there. Take care of yourself. Oh, we shall. And we don't get to... Hey, Uplanders, come and see my wares! Daira. Hello, Daira. We would like to trade with you. You there! A tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small, sharp teeth. You from the surface? You must be tough, to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Daira. Let's trade. Who are you? The people round here call me all sorts. Daira the healer, Daira the coin, Daira the city girl. But like that's a bad thing. I trawl the caves picking up all kinds of things from the surface to wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best friends for coins. Got no coins? Forget what money is. Well then, I got no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold like city folk. And why are you so eager to trade with me? Because all the people here are no better than animals now. Daira yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Because all the people here are no better than animals now, Daira yells with surprising anger, before being overwhelmed with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city, like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades, but I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats of the crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coins and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. You know what? Let's help her. Let's indulge her desire for a bit of civilized surface culture. Because even if we don't buy anything meaningful, it will cheer her up. Cold iron, masterwork 200 axe. Cold iron could be very useful. Right, so what have we got here that we don't need? A light mace. It's lighter than a heavy mace. That would lighten her load. Light crossbow. 4 pearls. Handful of gems. I should do something with these, and I know what it is. Right, well-made dagger. Oh, it came after all. Wonderful. Fine feather. Fine. Brew potions or scrap scrolls. There we go. So we have potion brewing and scroll scribing now, potentially. Okay. Right. These are wow, these are expensive stuff. Right. So that'll get us 49. Oh, she has more of these. Interesting. Thick pads. +1. Yeah, there's some expensive stuff here. Is there a scroll of lesser restoration? No. Is there a potion of lesser restoration? No. Unfortunate. Feather step. Ignores. Okay, so just walking above the surface of the ground, not. If we had a wizard, we would absolutely be wanting to purchase these spell scrolls. These icons more stylized, larger than in the previous game. Pretty sure it's intentional. Right. Quiver of cold iron ammunition. You know something? Yes. Purifying solution. Any food? Okay. I'll take 1 because I don't know if I'm going to need them much. Mutated fish? No. Hey, they're supposed to be eyeless. I see eyes on that fish picture. Let's trade. And now, yeah, let's swap out that mace for something less comically large. That's more like a mace, yeah. Doesn't appear to actually be inside our hand at all. But then that won't be as visible when zoomed out. We really need to get that down. So, Lan is a monk. He does not wear armor. He will benefit from these braces. And now he looks more fancy. And he's slightly better protected. Should I sell that? Should I sell that? Yes. Should I sell... Well... Not necessarily the dagger. Do I give her this as a backup weapon in case it's needed? She'd be lowering her defense, but she'd be capable of hitting harder against a target that has a lot of health and needs to be taken down very quickly in an emergency. It doesn't lower her encumbrance yet. Okay. Let's trade a little more. Yeah, look, we're selling this shield and this karma, this flail, and this sword. Look, we gave you things, you gave us coins. It's mostly about her encumbrance value. Okay? And this. Sure, we'll sell that too. Still no better. I want to be very careful about those magic arrows, those cold iron arrows. I want to save them for an emergency. Hey, who are you? You're nameless. As are you. I'm liking the look of this village, and I'm... Yes, yes, where is the resting hut? Is this the resting hut? I shall rest at the resting hut. Lan speaks to us. The messenger arrived. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anevia and that old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time. There's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lan looks around. Everything's going to plan, but one thing bothers me. Wendoag's gone. You know. That's rather understandable. She didn't take too kindly to our decisions. What do you think happened to Wendoag? Lan shakes his head. I don't know. She was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she'd try to deny it. What about Anevia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave them here? Well, no, we're going to come back and get them after we've saved the children. Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anevia's in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chief back then, he found it and filled it in to stop everybody else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. There were other passages, but they're far from here, and with all these earthquakes, who knows what condition they're in now. So our best bet is the maze. If it doesn't lead anywhere, then we can consider our next move. Well then, let's go. Wait, so all the tribes? Is a whole army going to be marching into the maze? By mongrel standards, yes. But don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer who can do any damage with them. Well then, let's go. There's no time to lose. Let's go, but before we do, thank you. I was so happy I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else has in a long time. You've given the mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something now, and that we have the power of angels on our side. Lan's face grows sullen. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones. Hopefully. And they may not be the young ones very long. Let's go through the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. How about, you know. Hey, how you doing? You're up to strength 5. That's great! You're in a movable state. That's even better. She got 2 points back. Oh, wow. Big rest. Well, okay then. And where is this main gate of which you speak? It's blatantly over there. Oh, that's okay then. Again, we're not going to roam around the village robbing everything in sight. Like that sack. We're not going to do that. We're better than that. We are shining honourable members of the crusade. We're not low templars. Low templars are the less honourable members of the crusade. The ones who came along for the money. They are the mercenaries, the
We march ahead.
unsightly types. But they are needed to get the jobs done. Without them, the shining, glorious force would be minuscule in size indeed. Let's press on to the maze. And in fact, I might consider ending the episode here. We've had an episode in the village, when we can go to the maze next time. Yeah, that'll be a good stopping point. Provided we don't launch straight into a cutscene here. And of course the load bar didn't want to finish just then. It has to eke out a few more moments of my patience and say, hey Raph, you know, you're getting there. Most enemies try to attack your most vulnerable party members. You can always use the optimal formation button instead of adjusting your party's formation manually. This is the first formation in the list. It will align your party, automatically putting the strongest members in the front row. Since it works automatically while using it, you can't change the party formation manually. Okay, so all the other ones to the right of that allow manual tweaking. Well, I think I'm going to end this episode here. We've had some nice fun in the village, and hopefully this one won't run anywhere near as long as the last one. I do trust that you've all enjoyed this episode, and I do look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'm going to say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone!